What's going on, Card Pack? Today we're going to look at the top 10 baseball cards that went up the most over the last week. And this top 10 list has some interesting takeaways. I see a lot of promise in it, but we'll dive into that in a second. A few reminders: if you want the audios from these videos, check out the podcast. Link is in the description. And if you want to get my top sports card pick of the day, as well as join one of the best discords in all of sports card investing, join the Sports Card Society, SportsCardSociety.com, link in description. It's only $12.99 a month or $129 a year. You get 2 months free that way. But I mean, either way, it equals out to about like 40 cents a day, which is nothing. What it is you actually get access to a members area. And almost every day I upload a new video. Videos aren't too long. They're only about 5 minutes. And I show the card, I show the data and research as to why I like the card, my reasoning as to why I like the card, and what I plan on doing with it. Am I selling it in a month? Am I selling it at the beginning of the season? Am I holding it long term? What am I doing? Couple examples, couple recent examples. This Kyler Murray here, we're getting it for under $200 in February. Here it is going for well over $300 in April. This Baker Mayfield here, we're getting it for under $300 in March. Here it is going for around $500 in April. Now, the football market, along with every other market, has gone down some recently, including these cards, but they're still well above what we bought them for. But I expect these to go back up much higher than this before the football season starts. I see this as a $600-$700 card by the time the season starts. But anyways, if all you did is buy this card and say you did sell it here in April, you'd way more than pay for your entire year membership of the Sports Card Society and still have some profit left. Not to mention all the other cards that you get access to, all the other picks. So check it out, SportsCardSociety.com. And the Discord, man, I can't say enough good things. I mean, people pay to be in it. They take it seriously. It's much different than any other Discord you've been in. The people are much more serious and much more helpful. It's much more of a community. So check it out. Link is in the description. Let's dive into the content. Boys and girls, you beautiful, beautiful card pack. So number 10 on the list is Kris Bryant. Of course, I'm in the Market Movers tool here. I went to Price Movements by Card. I'll put a link in the description for the Market Movers tool. Use code SOCIETY for 20% off your first month, your first year. This is my data tool of choice. If you don't have a data tool, you got to have a data tool. You just do. You cannot do sports card investing without a data tool. I don't care what you think or what you say. If you think you can without a data tool, you are wrong, my friend. You have no idea what you're missing. You're making a lot of mistakes, spending a lot more time, and missing out on a lot of opportunity if you don't have a data tool. So get one. I prefer the Market Movers tool. I think it's the best one. Again, link in the description with the discount code. Kris Bryant, number 10 on the list, is 2015 Topps. Number 616 is base, close-up, I guess, so probably it's a variation. Pop count of 2296. If you're newer to this, that means this card in this grade, that's how many of them currently exist. There's a pop count for every card in every grade. Not every card in every, as long as it has a grade, it has a pop count. It has a pop count, different pop count for a PSA 9, etc. And a BGS 9.5, everything. This card is up almost 34% on the week. Let's chart it. Kris Bryant. I'm not the biggest Kris Bryant guy, not someone I really invest in or buy much of. You know, you can't go around buying everybody, because if you do that, you become a jack of all trades and a master of none. And I like to become a master of certain cards, certain players, really, because you just get to understand those markets much, much deeper. Kris Bryant, not someone that I've spent much time on. This card started the week at 71, had a high sale of 90, latest sale of 88. Let's pull it back. Let's go 60. Let's go 60 days. Let's go 60 days, see what we find. I just can't see myself being a buy on this. I mean, this is a decent looking chart here. You know, overall for the last 60 days, it's kind of went up. And it's slowly kind of ticking up. I think if I would have this, I'd either be a hold or a sell. By the way, if you want to get, as we go through these cards, I do buy, sell, hold. All the ones that I think are buys, I put as links in the description to their eBay links to the cards. But the Card Pack newsletter here, I commonly send out the buys to the Card Pack newsletter before I publish these videos, and it's free to to join the Card Pack newsletter. The link is in the description. So Kris Bryant, I'm a hold or a sell. Number 9 on the list, Pete Alonso, 2019 Topps Chrome. Number 204, his refractor. Pop count of only 888, up almost 35%, 7 sales on the week, so almost a 1% sales volume. Let's pull up this chart here, see what we see what we find, see what we get, see where it's been, see where it's going. What's up, Pete? Pete Alonso commonly makes these lists. I'm just not a very big Pete Alonso guy. I don't know a whole lot about his cards. He's not one of my top guys I pay attention to. And he's just not someone that really excites me. And I don't find him to be super exciting in the market. I just think there's better choices overall. Pete Alonso, so this card started the week at $74, had a high sale 112, latest sale on 100. Let's pull it back. Let's pull back 90 days. See what's going down. Happy Memorial Day weekend, by the way. Summer's kind of officially kicked off. 156 90 days ago hit a high of about 235, and it's kind of just been going down ever since. Looks like it's hit some stability, some support here around $90, $100, around $100 really. So, if you're going to buy and you like Pete Alonso, this may be a good time. But, you see right here, again, why it's so important to have a data tool. One of the reasons. It just really, really is. See, right here you can see that there was support here around, say, $115, $120. But then it went down. Now a new support level around 100. So is it going to go down again and find a new support level? Support is where buyers and sellers meet, and enough sellers say, I'm not selling this card for less. I'm just going to hold it, or you either buy it at this price or I'm just going to keep it. That's support. But it doesn't always last forever because time can change people's minds. So that's why you got to have, one of the reasons you got to have a data tool so you can see these patterns and see where you're getting in at. If you see you're getting in up here and you can see back here what it was going for, this probably is not a great time to get in. Down here, more opportunity, but you're like, it's on its way down. I don't know. Still, now it's got some support. Is there any reason Pete Alonso cards will go up? Hard to say. I'd say no. So on this card, I'd be a hold. Number 8 on the list, Vlad Guerrero Jr. I believe he's tied for the home run lead in the majors. 2019 Topps Update Rainbow Foil. Pop count of only 222. Up 8 sales in the week. Pretty good sales volume. Up 36%. Let's pull up this chart. I'm a little more interested in this. Vlad Guerrero. That's someone I recommended to the Sports Card Society back in, I think, February, maybe even January. Because a lot of cards are going up, but his weren't moving. And I was like, the market is soft on him because he had a bit of a disappointing year last year. Even though, it's COVID and all, but I'm like, he's still a good player. So I was like, this is just, I think he's getting disrespected. We need to buy him. So we bought a lot of his rookie cards. And I still got a bunch of them sitting here, and I'm happy. I sold some, of course, but I'm at least even. And now all the ones I have are just like, they're all just profit. It's great. So Rainbow Foil, certainly, it's different than Refractor. It kind of looks like a Refractor, but it's different. But similar. I like them. I do. I like them. And they're fairly common inserts. I think they're about 1 in 10 packs, something like that. But this card started the week at 201. End of the week at 275. I mean, that pop count of 222, that's really low. That's really low. Let's pull this back. Let's pull back 180 days. I'm much more interested. This is the most, of all the cards you looked at so far, I'm most interested in this one. It's just been pretty flat for 180 days. I am very surprised by that. Interesting. So here is going for 200. 52.75. Is it seeing a tick up? Let's go to eBay. I'm just interested in this. So I like these rainbow foil cards. Again, like I said, they're kind of like, there's not going to be that many of them on here. $2.99 is the best on here. So auction would be the way to go on this one. I'm going to put, I'd be a buy on this if I could get it for $225 or maybe $250. I'm not even that concerned about $250. I mean, the chart, this is interesting because the chart doesn't really show it. It's overall gone up a tidge, but it never really saw much of a spike. I'm not counting this one. That's just a silly sale. That doesn't make any sense. It hasn't really gone up much. It's gone up slightly over 90 days, but I think this is a good opportunity here. Because this is a really low pop count card. It's a cool card. These rainbow foil cards, they're cool. Again, they're kind of like refractors. Or prisms, really. They're cool. And that pop count being so low, I could be a buy on that. I'll put a link in the description to that card. That's interesting. I think it's just a matter of time before people realize the pop count on that one. Because back here, it should have seen some kind of growth in this area. Everything Vlad went up, but this didn't. That's super interesting. Maybe it's because people don't want it. No, I think it's because it's so low pop count that people don't really know about it. Because they're all too busy chasing refractors and bases and stuff like that and didn't really think about the rainbow foil. Next on the list, Fernando Tatis Jr., 2019 Topps Update, rookie debut, pop count of 1624. So he's number 7 on the list. Up about 41% on the week with 17 sales. So that's about a 1% sales volume. That's a decent amount of demand. Tatis is a guy I know a lot about. Tatis is a guy I recommended to the Sports Card Society. Tatis is a guy I bought a bunch of. He's a guy I believe in. I was buying him before that contract spike, but I got the alert that his contract, that big contract happened, and I immediately bought a bunch of them because I knew that shite was going up immediately. So I had to buy it at its price that was still lagging on the news. $107 to start the week. End of the week at $155. Let's pull this card back 90 days. I can tell you, since I know this card, $155 is a higher price than it's been recently. It got up to, if I remember, about $200. Yeah, here it is going for around $180. Honestly, I sold them for $225. I don't know why that person bought it for me at $225 because there were plenty of other ones available at lower prices. But I sold them at $225. Sometimes that just happens. 170, 180. Yeah, I swear this card got up to pretty much $200 when he signed his contract. Oh, that's because we haven't gone back far enough. Let's go back a little further. May 30th. It's gonna be May. Still only showing about 180. I guess about when he signed his contract. But it's been going down, 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 down. Not because he's bad or anything like that. So this sale up here seems like an outlier now. This 155, 108, 115. That seems more about right. Tatis is, he is a big face in the league. Although right now, I still, even though it's down and everything, let's go to eBay real quick just to see. If there's one for sale under $100, I'd be a buy. But I don't think there is. That would really surprise me. Yeah, 126. I'd still hold off on this. I think that's a good price. It's just funny because in the off season, as I was buying them in December, November too, I was getting them for $75. And I just was, especially being in basketball and football, I was like, really? One of Tatis's main rookie cards is $75? That seems incredibly stupid cheap. So I bought a bunch of those then. That was nice. I would be a hold on this card. Next on the list, I believe number 6 is Austin Meadows, 2018 Topps Update. His base. Pop count 1621, up about 47% with 21 sales on the week. So that's well over a 1% sales volume. That's some decent demand. $19, about $20 to start the week. $28 high, and then 18. Austin Meadows. I'm not really a buyer on that. No, not really. Not a buyer on that. I'd probably be a holder, but if I were a buyer, I would buy it on StarStock because of how cheap it is. I'll put a link for StarStock in the description. Use code SportsCardConsultant and you'll get $10 free when you deposit $10 or more. Of course, if you're setting up a new account. I would buy it here because this price point, it's just hard to make money buying off eBay at this low a price point because you got to pay for one thing, you got to pay for shipping usually. So what, you buy this card at $20, then about $5 shipping, all of a sudden you're at $25. That's 25% of the $20. And then you got to pay tax too. Where I live, it's 10%, so it'd be another $2, and all of a sudden I'm paying $27 for a $20 card. So when I go to sell it, I probably get to sell it for $50 to make some money or make it at least worth my time a bit. It just doesn't make sense. But on StarStock, if I buy it, no sales tax, no shipping, so I can actually buy it at $20. And then when I sell it, I pay a 5% seller's fee, where on eBay I'd pay a 10% seller's fee. Again, eBay's got the most eyeballs. eBay's still the main platform, no doubt about it. But if you're not familiar with StarStock, get familiar. Again, that code is in the description. Next on the list, Vlad Guerrero Jr., 2019 Topps Chrome update. Pop count of 2645. 16 sales on the week, so it's certainly not 1% sales volume. Up 53.5%. Let's chart this one, see what we got going on. Our little Roomba type thing is like hitting my studio door. I just heard it go boom. We have company coming this Friday. We have family coming who we haven't seen in years, so we're really excited about it. But my lady here, she really wants to make sure this place is beyond the word clean. So anyways, back to Vlad. And we're going to go whale watching and stuff and do some fun stuff. It's going to be a good time. I hope the weather kind of turns around a bit because it looks like it might be a little cloudy/rainy over the weekend, which would just be a bummer. It's like every time someone comes and visits here, it's cloudy or rainy. Even in the summer, which in the summer is the best. I mean, the summers here in the Pacific Northwest are the best. I mean, they're like 70, 75 degrees and sunny and just gorgeous. Water, mountains, everything. I don't know. Anyways, back to Vlad here. Mr. Vlad Guerrero Jr. So this is that same card we were looking at, the rainbow foil, but this is Topps Chrome base. And the rainbow foil, I believe, is just the Topps one. So this card's $77 to start the week, just been going up. I mean, Vlad is at least tied for the home run lead. At, I think, 16 last time I checked. He's just crushing. He's in better shape. Now it's at $118. This was, let's pull it back 180 days. Let's look at the patterns. It's just been going up. You know, me and the society, we were buying back here around here. You know, I think we were getting it for around $60 to $70. And it's just kind of been going up. I mean, it got kind of flat here, and now it's just kind of going up. I don't know if 118... Yeah, it was, though. I mean, that chart for the 7-day looked pretty solid. Didn't look like a huge crazy spike. But Vlad's just killing it. He's just killing it. So, but right now, with this being up like this, I think I'd be a hold or a sell, but probably a hold. Not a buy, as much as I want to buy it. Next, Rafael Devers, 2018 Topps base, pop count of 32.91, 21 sales on the week, up 58%. That's pretty solid. Devers, good baseball player. Not a guy I buy a lot of. If I have cards of him, I probably got him out of packs. This card started the week at $50, end of the week at $75. It's pretty solid. Let's pull it back 180 days. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I'd be probably a sell on Rafael Devers. Probably a sell. Next on the list, Gary Sheffield. Yeah, baby. RBI Baseball. Did you ever play RBI Baseball on Nintendo? Still one of my favorite games of all time. God, that's so fun. His 1989, Gary Sheffield's 1989 Upper Deck base, pop count of 2201. 7 sales on the week, up 58%. Let's dive in on this chart a little bit, though. Let's see what this chart really looks like. Gary Sheffield, he's not a stranger to this top 10 list. You know, he same rookie year as Griffey. Good baseball player for sure. And this is, you know, the Upper Deck, where probably the most popular, I would say, Griffey rookie card. I mean, you can start getting into Topps Tiffany, Bowman Tiffany, stuff like that. But I feel like out of base, which is pretty much all there was back then. This is it. Upper Deck is probably like Griffey's main rookie card. Anyways, this card started the week at 50, and all of a sudden it jumped up to 80. I wouldn't buy it at 80. Let's pull it back a little bit. Let's go 180 days on Mr. Sheffield. Because his cards will go up when, yeah, see, look at this. When Vintage and Legends went up, this card went all the way up to like $112. And before that, it was selling for about $45, $50. So if you can get it for around $45, $50, it might be a good one to just kind of stash. Let's go to eBay and look. Might be a good one to stash next time there's a Vintage run up. Vintage/Legend. I lump it together. Don't get your panties in a bunch. $45.99. Okay, I'll put a link in the description to that one. I'd be a buy on that one at that price. And I'd just stash it. Wait to sell it for $90, $100. Probably just throw it up on eBay, honestly, and just throw it at like $90 and just wait till it gets taken. Might be a year. I don't know. Might be around the beginning of next baseball season. Either way, if I can turn $45 into $90 in a year, please, can I give you more money, right? So that's pretty good. That's a pretty good return. Aaron, in taking that longer term approach, I feel is a much more effective way than trying to make these gains so quickly. We've been spoiled in the last year in sports cards. I talk about this every so often, but I think it's important to know, like, if you're actually in sports cards, you gotta be realistic, or else you're just gonna get burned really bad a lot. Because now, overall the markets are dipping, basketball in particular, and a lot of people are just like getting soured by sports cards. And I'm kind of like, to me, I'm so excited. I've been waiting for a big dip because it's just like things were clearly so overpriced, overvalued, and I wanted things to come down so I can buy the things I like at prices that are like really good deals. So to me, this has been my favorite, possibly my favorite part of the entire sports card market in the last year. I love that it's going down so much. Yes, I have cards that are going down, but that doesn't worry me. They will go back up. Because, when most people are fearful, you should be greedy when it comes to markets. And when most people are greedy, then you should be fearful. That's what Warren Buffett says. And he's kind of good at this investing thing, so I tend to take his advice. And it makes sense. When you pull up these data charts and you look, you see cards go down, they go up. Markets go up, they go down, they go up, they go down, they go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. Sometimes they go down more than other times. Sometimes they go up more than other times. That's why it's important to buy good players too, by the way. If you're going to buy Apple stock, it's pretty safe. Microsoft, Amazon. So I try to buy the big ones. And so in baseball, it'd be guys like Tatis, Soto, Acuna. I would say Shohei too now. Vlad somewhere in there. And then, of course, there's Legends and Vintage, which those are probably the best of all because their careers are done. Their legacy is set. And right now, boys and girls, me and the society are buying a lot of Vintage/Legend. I'll just put it that way. If you want to see exactly which ones we're buying, join the Sports Card Society. Links in the description. Aaron Judge. Next on the list, 2017 Topps Heritage, base number 214, with Tyler Austin. Pop count of 1767. I'm already out on this card. Up 70% with Tyler Austin. I mean, if you're with someone really good, then that's great. But I don't even know who Tyler Austin is. Yeah, whatever. I'm out on this card. Not interested. What's going on here? There we go. And well, just for the hell of it, this card started at $32 to end the week. 58. I am not into this card. If it's going 58, sell it. Next on the list, Frank Thomas, and I believe that's number one. Number one on the list. So the card that went up the most this week is the Frank Thomas 1990 score base. Pop count of 1425. 7 sales on the week, up 92%. Let's take a look at this. I have a feeling this chart might be a little tricky. There we go. So this card, it's a good card. It's a good classic Frank Thomas card. This card started the week at 58. Had a sale of 109, 90, 123. I think this 58 one was just an outlier on the low side. Let's pull this card back 90 days. Overall, it was pretty flat up here, around 120, and then it went down to, I'd say the new support level is about $100, and then this was just a bit of a dip that happened. But it's Frank Thomas. Let's go to eBay. I may be in on this one. Let's sort this sucker. Packs, that's great. 91, it seems about right. 91, $100. Let's pull this chart back a little more. Let's pull it back to the beginning of the year. I can't overemphasize how important having a data tool is. You got to have one. I prefer market movers. I put it again, link in description with the discount code. So at the beginning of the year, this card was around $75. It spiked up to 200. Then it went down to about 120. And nice support level here. You see that? How the lows are kind of the same for this stretch. The highs are kind of the same. So it's nice support. But then they said, well, I'm going to sell it. I'm gonna lower the price, is what the sellers said, a high enough percentage of them. So the card moved down to around $90, $100. And I think looks like that's in the new support level we're at. I'd say it's around $90. So here I like it around 91, because again, this card was at 200 a few months ago, and it's Frank Thomas. The big hurt. He's got the new Genix commercials. Those commercials are so cheesy, so incredibly cheesy. Or what is it? Whatever the testosterone one. Is it Nugenix? I swear that's what it is. He does those commercials. It's so bad. So bad. Makes you appreciate, like, Peyton Manning commercials, right? Because he's funny and he's, like, good on there. Frank Thomas, it's so awkward. But, he's a legend. He's a legend. So, $90 for his score rookie. He doesn't have that many rookie cards. Fairly low pop count. That's a pretty solid pop count. I'm a buy. If I get that for $91, maybe even $100, I'm a buy. I dig it. So there was only, I think, 2 buys on this list today. The Frank Thomas and this Vlad Guerrero Rainbow Foil. So I'll put a link to those in the description. But a lot of green this week in baseball, and that's nice to see when people are all scared of what the sports card market is doing. There's a lot of cards that are going up, and there's a lot of good buys right now. This is overall a buyer's market, which is, again, I'm so excited for it. Links for everything in the description: the Sports Card Society, the Market Movers Tool, StarStock, the Card Pack newsletter. Oh, and also, if you want to learn how to read charts better, check out the Delta Factor. I show how to read these charts better and find undervalued sports card. A couple bonuses in there too. You get a free month of Sports Card Society and a year access to the Discord. By the way, please hit that subscribe button. I really want to get to 5,000. Really helps support the channel. Hit the notification bell and hit that like button, because that super supports the channel too. Makes me feel all good and warm inside. Thank you very much for watching Card Pack. Spend this time with me. Stay classy. You're awesome, and I will see you tomorrow.